Hello everyone. A while back, I talked about a smart TV experimentation I conducted, and I also talked about custom PCs. Let me go and do a recap before we get into what's on the screen. I discovered a while back that smart TV apps are not optimized properly, meaning that certain apps on certain smart TVs will lag. I discovered this by running Hulu TV on a smart TV, which was a Samsung, and then I ran it on a computer that I plugged into the TV. I discovered that the computer had zero issues with Hulu TV, whereas the Samsung Smart TV did. That's how I was able to determine if it was optimized or not. I did this with more than one Samsung TV and with more than one PC. As for the custom built PCs, I did talk about how Micro Center can build your PC for a fee of $150. As I said, this is not going to be a huge issue if you price match and use Linux. The version of Linux I would use for a home theater PC is Ubuntu. That's because Ubuntu can be customized quite a bit. Okay, so now that we've discussed that, let me get into this. I'm revisiting the smart TV subject because of this article I was reading. Now, I haven't seen any evidence on the internet to support this, but it does make complete sense. In this article, they do mention that 65-inch 4K smart TVs are very cheap. They go on to say that this low price is because the manufacturers collect data about you and then sell that data to third parties. This doesn't surprise me at all. Many companies do this. They sell data. It doesn't have to be an app. It can be even a website. Almost everybody at some point will do it. So this essentially now tells me that there's even more reason for me to recommend a home theater PC to people to avoid this mess right here. Not only that, it's just overall better in my opinion. I really do prefer running a TV set up through a computer. It makes it easier to get onto Hulu Live TV. It makes it easier to just do whatever you want other than that, like showing YouTube video, playing music, or something. There are so many things that you can do with a home theater PC, and it's just a matter of what you want to do. Now, a custom-built PC specifically for a home theater system will actually be very expensive. It will be about as much as the TV itself, which is kind of the unfortunate thing. This is because you need a very good video card to run at those resolutions. In the home theater PC that I built for a family member, they use a 55-inch, so I used a GTX 1050 for that one. I built that perhaps a couple months ago. I think it was towards the middle of 2018. I forget. The point is, it uses a 1050. There are new video cards coming out this year that may be able to do it just as effectively. We will have to see. One of the downfalls of Linux that I have noticed is that NVIDIA drivers are better suited for Linux than AMD is. I have no idea why that is, but it's just the way it is. So my current hope is that NVIDIA will come out with a replacement of the GTX 1050, but if it doesn't, then I'm going to have to hope that AMD does a better job this time around with Linux drivers. At any given rate, the last thing I want to talk about is Hulu Live TV. I've only covered the optimization portion of it in the prior recording, but I didn't really talk about it in depth. Hulu Live TV is an interesting service, and I'm really glad that they are trying to make this work. Essentially what Hulu TV is internet TV. You can pay for ad-free stuff on top of the 40-month plan and some other things if you really want to. By the time you add up everything that you could possibly add to this, it will come out to less than cable, I have noticed. So it stays really cheap. These are the channels that you would possibly get. It all depends on your location, but you can see that there's a pretty decent list. Sure, it's not going to be as big of a list as cable, but I can guarantee you this list is going to be a lot larger than even some of the starting cable packages. If you're looking to do a lot of TV watching, then this is what I recommend doing, is getting Hulu TV. This way you can also watch movies from Hulu TV and a few other things. Because my family doesn't watch things like Stars or the channel that Game of Thrones is on, we share a very basic subscription. We just do the ad-free and it comes out to $45 a month. Because it's so cheap, we also have a shared Netflix account that we use. So between the two, the current cost is $57 a month. That's not bad for two separate services, both of which have their own list of movies, and then this for live TV. That is what my family does. So, yeah, that's really the most I have to say about this subject, but I do encourage you to do some research into this stuff, not only Hulu Live TV, but seeing if a micro center is near you so you could do something like this, so you can avoid this and the optimization problems. Thanks for listening.